Welcome to this class on the challenge we want to level to the Global Compact. Before we go into the detail of how the CSR we are hoping for may come about, let me, in this class, look better at the Global Compact. It is a statement and an initiative by the United Nations, and we want to take a closer look at it because I think that it has fed in an attitude towards social responsibility that is not very much profitable for society as a whole. Let's read together the principles, the 10 principles of the Global Compact. Principle 1 is businesses should support and respect the protection of internationally proclaimed human rights. Principle 2, make sure that they are not complicit in human rights abuses. Then there is another group, and it is about labor. Principle 3, businesses should uphold the freedom of association and the effective recognition of the right to collective bargaining. Principle 4 is the elimination of all forms of forced and compulsory labor. Principle 5 is the effective abolition of child labor, and Principle 6 is the elimination of discrimination in respect of employment and occupation. Then there is another grouping, and it is about the environment. Principle 7, businesses should support a precautionary approach to environmental challenges. Principle 8, undertake initiatives to promote greater environmental responsibility, that is always businesses should undertake initiatives. And Principle 9, encourage the development and diffusion of environmentally friendly technologies. Then there is a final principle, Principle 10, anti-corruption, and businesses should work against corruption in all its forms, including extortion and bribery. Okay, obviously we cannot but agree with the correct element in all these principles. What I feel objecting to is the idea that it is businesses here, businesses there. It appears that only businesses can do these things, these bad things, that is not complying with these 10 principles. It appears that only business is in this world, is acting in this world. So I find it that it is a divisive message. The Global Compact tends to create an us versus them mentality. You know, us, it's the good citizens, and the corporations are the bad guys. And the corporations are made of citizens, and not only the corporations act in the world, and every one of these areas has a counterpart in the non-corporate world. As a counterpart, if we take anti-corruption, businesses should work against corruption in all its forms, including extortion and bribery. Okay, what about judiciaries? Are the judiciaries around the world performing the task they are meant and paid to perform? Okay, so that's a feeling I wanted to give about this global compact thing. So before we wrap this all up, in next class, please read again chapters 15 and 16 if you have not done that yet. Look at the Global Compact participants in the Global Compact website. Form yourself an idea of who are the stakeholders of the Global Compact and figure if there is pieces that are missing, and also the participants in the GRI, the Global Reporting Initiative. What we take home today is, this idea of questioning authority may be rather, self-conscious, but there is a thickness to the middle between reality, between the corporate world and the private and the public and the government world. There is a thickness to the middle. That is what is the bureaucracy that is in between thinking about, international and governmental issues are not necessarily devoid of their own view of the world, and that is what I call the thickness of the middle. It's not something that comes out in the air. There is a process, there is a political process, so that is its own attrition, its own frictions and stuff. We understand there is an implementation area also in that, but we should take into account when we see the principles. We should try to see at the other side and also at the third, forgotten side of the medal, which is its thickness. Thank you very much.